One left smiley faces on his confession letters. The other recorded tapes detailing how he'd torture his victims. Tonight, we expose two of America's most sadistic serial killers, Keith Jesperson, the happy face killer, and David Parker Ray, the Toybox Killer. Smash that like button if you're brave enough to continue. Subscribe now for weekly true crime deep dives, and hit the bell because what you're about to see can't be unseen. In the quiet desert of New Mexico, a trailer sat hidden from the world. Inside, a monster built his playground, a place where screams went unheard and pain was just the beginning. This is the story of the Toy Box. Parker Ray was born in 1939, a seemingly ordinary boy in rural New Mexico. But behind the facade, something sinister was growing.
He was a predator, and he was a very good one.
By adulthood, Ray's fantasies turned into plans. He worked as a mechanic, a trade that gave him the skills to build his most horrifying creation yet, the Toy Box.
I feel right. I get my excitement from making a woman happy. My trailer had numerous sex toys in it, different types, all different finishes. I got pleasure out of the woman getting pleasure. I did what they wanted me to do.
The Toy Box wasn't just a trailer, it was a meticulously designed torture chamber, soundproofed, stocked with medical equipment, and equipped with a chilling audio system.
They think he may have killed dozens and dozens of women, but for 15 years, investigators have failed to find a single body.
In 1999, one woman escaped. Her name was Cynthia Vigil, and her bravery would bring the Toy Box Killer's reign of terror to an end.
My name is Cynthia Vigil, and I'm a former street worker in Albuquerque. It was March 22nd, 1999. I was taken to this guy, thinking it was a date. He handed me the money, and when I came up from putting it in my shoe, he put a handcuff on me and told me he was a cop. And I tried fighting him, and his girlfriend came out of nowhere and shocked me with a cattle prod. I was taken to Elephant Butte Lake, where they had torture chambers. I was totally naked, tied up to the headboard and footboard of the bed. He played a tape. He starts off by saying, "Hello, bitch."
Hello there, bitch. You're gonna be kept chained in a variety of different positions.
I was shocked, raped, hung by the ceiling, drugged. Everything he thought of was done to me.
When police raided Ray's property, they uncovered a nightmare. But proving his crimes, that would be another challenge.
State police did find bone fragments from a human leg 3 years ago in part of Elephant Butte that used to be underwater. But the medical examiner could not identify it. Police think Ray targeted women who would not be missed, kidnapping them while on road trips to Las Cruces, Albuquerque, and Phoenix.
How many victims did David Parker Ray really have? Some say dozens, others far more.
David Parker Ray died in prison in 2002. KLB Eyewitness News 4 will be at Elephant Butte tomorrow as authorities search for evidence of David Parker Ray's victims. If they find anything significant, we'll of course let you know about it.
The toy box may be gone, but its horrors linger. And somewhere, the full truth still waits to be uncovered.
Because I want to come clean with everything. Essentially, then you're saying that you're the happy face killer? I am the happy face killer. There's no doubt. There is no doubt in my mind. No.
In the 1990s, a long-haul trucker crisscrossed America, leaving a trail of bodies in his wake. But his signature wasn't just murder. It was a childlike smiley face, scribbled on letters to the press. This is the story of Keith Jesperson, the happy face killer.
He was a very evil, spiteful man who did one of the most heinous crimes there is.
When my father is linked to Julie Winningham's murder, authorities finally have him in their sights.
Jesperson's childhood was marked by violence. By adulthood, he found freedom on the open road, but his rage festered. In 1990, after a fight with his girlfriend, he committed his first murder. Townsend Bennett, left in an Oregon ravine.
What happened with the first murder?
I picked up a woman at a bar, took her home. We were drinking beer a lot that day.
The woman he met in a Portland area bar was a 23-year-old named Tanya Bennett, described by family as overtly friendly and developmentally slow.
Took her home. I thought I was going to get lucky. Comments were made and different things, and an altercation happened, and I struck her. I actually hit her in the face, and for some reason, I just kept on hitting her in the face, and because of that, I feared going to prison for slugging her in the face and causing bodily injury, and so I killed her.
You meant to kill her?
Oh, yes, I did. I meant to kill her to cover up the assault.
Jesperson preyed on vulnerable women, hitchhikers, sex workers, runaways. He strangled them, often in his truck, then dumped their bodies like garbage. But his ego couldn't resist a game. In 1995, he sent letters to media outlets, signing them with a smiley face.
He knew that we were going to be watching him, and that it's only a matter of time before we'd come out and arrest him. He knew that. Every place he went, he thought he saw a police car watching him or following him.
Believing police are closing in, on March 25th, 1995, my father calls the police and confesses to Julie Winningham's murder.
We were able to fly down and take him into custody and charge him with first-degree murder of Julie Winningham.
Jesperson's arrogance led to his downfall. He falsely confessed to a murder he didn't commit, just to toy with police. But detectives noticed inconsistencies. When confronted, he broke, admitting to 8 killings and maybe more.
An officer comes to me at work and says, "We have arrested Keith." And I said, "Really? For what?" And he says, "For murder." I was just paralyzed with pain.
Today, Jesperson rots in an Oregon prison, but his smiley faces endure, a grotesque symbol of how evil hides in plain sight. His victims, though, are more than footnotes. They were daughters, sisters, women who deserved better.
And the consequences of entering a guilty plea? Yes, I do. You know you have the right to remain silent.
40-year-old Keith Jesperson came to court today in Clark County to get something off his chest.
Keith Jesperson pled guilty to take the death penalty off the books. For this reason, and for my own personal reasons, and to accept responsibility for the death of Julianne Winningham, I am pleading guilty.
The road stretches on, but somewhere the truth still waits. Two killers, different methods, same cruelty. While Jesperson taunted authorities with his smiley faces, David Parker Ray meticulously planned his horrors. Both now behind bars, but their legacies of terror remain. If this investigation chilled you to the bone, smash that like button and let us know in the comments. Which killer disturbed you more? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for our next deep dive into the darkest true crime cases.